Hey, hi, good morning, the gates. Ohio gozaimasu. Other greetings as well. Hope you're having a good morning. Early morning streaming once again, probably for about an hour and a half. I do have cat tax to play early. That's the Captain Gravy boat. I don't know if you can hear the purring, but she's excited to be here. So we play some Balatro. Continuing to just do some random challenge runs to try to clear some of this stuff off. Honestly, yesterday I thought we had two winners, kind of, at least as they were happening. Certainly the double or nothing as that was going on. Certainly the non-perishable as that was going on. I thought we had that locked down. Fucking Violet Vessel, we just couldn't generate enough chips at the end. So we're gonna try it again. See if we can't do better. I don't know that we can. The purpose of the I should point out the non-perishable, right? All jokers are eternal. Pretty simple. So just pick what you think is a keeper and then stick with it. Alternative, we also had typecast, which we played, which is kind of a variant of this, where they become eternal after round 4. So, I don't know, maybe if we just play Eternal all the way through, maybe it'll put us in a better position for typecast. Get a copy of a tag, which would be, if we did skip, 3 vouchers. 3 vouchers don't mean shit if you ain't got the money to pay for it. So, let's go ahead and play the hand through. It's not worth it to us. We would much, 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 much rather get to that $4 pack of Joker Booster. Right, since we're running the beta, you always have at least that first pack of cards in the first store. So let's see if we can't get into a decent Joker. All right. Infinite Droll Joker if it contains a flush. We can do a typical flush run. There's nothing preventing that. We'll open the Buffoon pack to start. Tarot card, Hangman does us no good right now. Standard pack. We don't know enough to know if we want to get random cards. Blue Chip Joker is a decent pickup right now, as is the Flush Joker. So we got both sides of our equation, right? We got chips, we got malt. It's a start. I'm getting a little burned out on the flush runs, if I'm completely honest. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just getting a little burned out on the flush runs. But, you can't argue with the efficacy of it. Damn near a straight flush. We're just going to play a regular flush. Between the two of these, this is going to be 450 and then some. So, we'll get the maximum amount of money back from our hand. All right, 3 hands remaining. Cash out. Let's see what we're getting to now. Supernova is not a horrible plan either. That will give us good malt. It doesn't help us get 2 flushes, but it will slowly over time reward us for having flushes. If you really think about it, so let's pick on, Abstract Joker or Gross Michelle, who are kind of like my checkpoints in my head. They're usually about a 15 malt. There's ways to get more malt, obviously, but 15 is kind of, sort of standard Joker territory with some trade-offs, right? Abstract Joker requires you to have all your slots full to really get that. And you can get a little bit more if you have, negative Jokers. And Gross Michelle, you have that 1 in 6 chance of it just sort of disappearing. Or Popcorn. The EMP Pop starts at 20 and reduces down. By the time this is all said and done, do we think we're going to be played... Would we have played 15 flushes? Yes. Right? So, hard to argue with that not being a good pickup for us. So this is turning into a standard ass flush run. Captain Gravy Boat wants to go down. So, goodbye to Captain Gravy Boat. She's getting old like all of us. She seems like she has trouble hopping up and hopping down, so we're going to help her out whenever possible. All right, All clubs are debuffed. Let's get after it. Plenty of spades. We'll look for our spade flush for obvious reasons. We caught our spade flush. Let's use our spade flush. And it'll be, what, 3 grand? 2,600. Right. The problem with the chip joker is he does sort of bleed out over time, right? He's not good for... if you can really stack your deck, that's where he really kicks in. But as time goes on in the round, he's just worth less and less and less. I do like Paintbrush. I like getting that extra card in our hand, especially if we're trying to play flush type shit. Paintbrush and Grabber, I tend to always get them. We do need to improve our position here a little bit. Clubs are safe, so if we wanted to start packing in clubs, if we look at the Arcana pack, I think we're going to look for our Arcana and our Celestial and see if we can't get clubs up higher. For next blind, negative Joker, we'll probably take him, almost certainly take him, no matter what he is with the Eternals. He's probably a good pickup. We'll play through this 1200 blind to reroll the Blosp. We're not worried about 2 discards. So we can get Paintbrush, assuming we have enough money after that round. Fingers crossed. And if we don't, we don't. Arcana pack, not really what we were looking for. We were kind of hoping for... We were hoping for clubs. We were hoping for the moon. But we will take advantage of this. Let's convert... Let's do like a diamond and club type thing, right? Is what we're going to lean towards initially. And the Celestial pack, we'll ignore it. We don't need it right now. I'd rather have the Paintbrush. We'll save the money. Take our negative Joker. Let's go play a flush. We know we got a bunch of diamonds, or more diamonds than we had before, so we'll just go diamond hunting. 2,000. Next hand. Let's see what our free negative Joker is. Loyalty card. Loyalty card's okay. I probably would have rather it had been the abstract Joker, if I'm being completely honest. But considering it's not going to really do anything as far as taking away our slot, it's just an added benefit. That 4x mult is a lovely thing, right? It's just us not having control over where that ticks. We're going to have to be very mindful as we go into the boss to make sure that, you know, we're playing the hands appropriately. So got to keep that running. So that's the downside to that. We'll take our Paintbrush now to facilitate our Droll Joker. Arcana pack, see if we can't do anything to improve our suits. The Fool will help us, right? We're going to get heavy into diamonds here. So, again, we're going to look to replace hearts and spades with clubs and diamonds. Next round, play your part. All right, convert these hearts right into stars, right into diamonds. Play our hand, and we're past it. Again, relatively simple. We have 2 Joker slots left. We're off to a kind of a good start. Supernova is going to get stronger as time goes on. Right now, we're just blowing through hands because our flush is too high. Ideally, we'd be playing smaller, you know, closer to tighter victories, just to use the hands and convert it into mult. But it's rolling over into cash, so you get it one way or another. Scary Face, Faceless Joker, so both of them are face card heavy. Not for the money. I don't think we want it. I think I'd rather look into the Buffoon pack and see what we come up with. Medusa, or Marble Joker. The Marble Joker is an interesting choice. That does actually synergize with Blue Joker because it's adding cards to your deck. So that bigger that deck gets, the better off we are. Ignore the giant glass of water. So as our deck gets larger and larger and larger, he's worth more and more and more. It is relatively early. The downside to that, though, is that does fly in the face of our flush Joker, because since the stone cards don't have a suit, they're going to clog up our hand and prevent us from actually catching our flushes that we, in theory, want. Can he overcome the plus 10 molt, though? I don't know. I don't think so. So, superposition it's for straights, and we're not going to get into straights, so we will skip and simply deal with the consequences thereof. Second pack, maybe a better fortune teller is always a good call. Gluttonous Joker is also a good call because we've been thinking of getting into clubs. So this is the point where it actually is decision time. So despite us getting heavier into spades, we've already passed the club boss. So there's really, other than a boss that debuffs Jokers, there's nothing that's going to take legs out from underneath Gluttonous Joker. We are on the public beta, so it is only +3 instead of +4. Meaning on average, with a flush, it's +15. Fortune Teller, if we can get him over 15, he's always better than the Gluttonous Joker, right? Gluttonous Joker would be better if we get like something that will re-trigger the cards. So each time the card is played, whereas this is for the hand. So I think we will go ahead and take, even though it's lower to start, we'll take Fortune Teller. He is our semi-mascot. Look at him flying around. And we're going to stick by that. And we got to find a way to get those tarot cards. Speaking of Arcana Pack, 3,000 we know we can do, 4,000 we know we can do, so we're not all that worried about playing through these hands. Again, loyalty card, we're going to have to do some mental math on making sure he's up. Looking for the Emperor if possible. No Emperor, but we don't mind. Chariot, we don't mind. Hierophant, we don't mind. Priestess, so some okay stuff to start. Let's go ahead and we'll make the ace, make it into a steel card. And then we'll go ahead and we'll take the High Priestess and level up our hands a little. Even though we're looking for mostly flush, you never know when you gotta play something else. Mega Celestial Pack, we'd rather play through the hand. A bunch of clubs. Can we catch a 5th club, or have we already converted everything to diamonds? Not as of yet. Player flush, 3 hands remaining. This is not going to be 3,000. It is 3,000. Cool. So again, we get the most amount of money we're probably going to get back. $7. Swashbuckler is just a flat +14. Shoot the Moon. +13 for each queen. So with our flushes, we have 6 for the flush right now. 10. That quad kicks in every 6 hands. We are getting chips from the blue Joker. He is our 4X, but it's sort of inconsistent. But we can always polychrome someone. If we buy him to, they're saying it's going to be 14, 5, 7, 9, 14. Just a flat 14 molt. I think we'll go ahead and we'll open the Arcana Pack. And we'll ignore the Swashbuckler, but Swashbuckler's not a bad idea. Death, Justice, Sun again. We like the Star, High Priestess. Let's go ahead and keep our habit of replacing hearts and spades. So as much as I'd like to use Death on something more interesting than just a Queen of Diamonds, we'll go ahead and do that. And ideally, we would get Shoot to Moon now that we actually have 5 queens, more queens. But time on that has passed. Up against the Flint. Play our flush. We might have to play 2 of these to clear. Yep. It doesn't necessarily have to be a flush. We have leveled up other stuff. But just as soon try to get through this as best we can. Ooh. All the spades come out and we still don't get a flush. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8 always turns up, man. Always, always, always. So let's do this. We'll throw out the pair of sixes and everything that's not a spade, and if it's not enough, we'll get it on the next hand. And it is enough. We're good. So, had to lose a little bit of money there, but still got $7 back. We will almost certainly pick up Death because it's a tarot card. Devious Joker. The 10 malt is very welcome, but we're not going to be playing straights when we're going to be playing flushes. So these two do not play well together. It would be nice if we could get that. Don't get me wrong, but we're gonna push past. We'll hold on to our $6 and see what the future holds. Rerolled the boss blind. We're not worried about that. We'll play through that. Start with 0 discards. That's a little bit of a challenge, but with Paintbrush, we shouldn't be in too bad a shape to get 10,000. So we'll play through this to see into the store to see what kind of Joker we can get. All right, so when in doubt, choice between spades and diamonds. We're going to hold on to our diamonds. Same story again. Between spades and diamonds, we're going to hold on to our diamonds. Play our flush. All right. So in theory, loyalty card's going to kick off now. Is that what I'm hearing? Again, it's a bit of a waste, but we're just using it. So we'll make another queen. Let's take the 6 of hearts. We'll make it into another queen of diamonds. All right. So stacking the queens. Draw our 5th diamond. Play the hand, and what's this worth these days? 14,000. We need to do something to improve this. I mean, that's not gonna cut it. Steel Joker. Okay, so we're going to be opening tarot cards. So Steel Joker is a good card for us. We'll be opening those packs no matter what. So hopefully we get a lot of steel. We'll take Steel Joker, and here's your lineup, right? And 4 times 1.2 is the same as 1.2 times 4. Doesn't matter. We just want to have it on the right-hand side of all the plus mults, the X mults. Here we go. Looking for steel cards from this point forward. Chariot! We welcome you. And your steel card. 1.4. Mega Arcana Pack. We 100% want that. Fool or Chariot. The Fool it is. And the Moon is not bad either. That's going to help us as well with our clubs. We've been having trouble catching our clubs. I always like the Emperor when we're using Fortune Teller, but I think that converting to clubs is our best choice right now. Let's get rid of these hearts. Is this all of our hearts now? 6 of our hearts. And a couple of the spades, or 1 of the spades, and now those are clubs. Start with no discards, but I don't know that's a problem. I don't know that we need them. We'll just play out this King High card. Play high card again here. Hopefully we'll catch a diamond. We got 17 of the motherfuckers. All right, got our diamond. And let's go ahead and make this 3 of clubs a steal. All right, boost him up a little bit. So we got our triple steal. What's that worth? 9,000. Not good. It's still not enough. Still not enough. Jupiter comes up. We're definitely going to grab Jupiter, but we need to level. We need to get shit leveled up here a lot more than it currently is. Mega Celestial, we're not interested in. We can't afford it anyways. Obelisk, we don't have the space for it. We're basically waiting on a negative joker if we catch a negative joker. All the rest of these hands are getting played. There's no reason for us to even check out a free joker. Doesn't matter. If it's not negative, we can't use it. We're more or less locked into where we are going to be. Clubs and diamonds, clubs and diamonds. We'll just discard these spades and see how we improve. All right, cool. Do we just discard this 9 and hope for a club or a diamond? Of course we don't get it. Of course we get a heart. We'll play out the steel card. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. But we are going to need a lot more steel for this to work. A lot, a lot, a lot. Spectral pack. That could be useful. Let's start with our Arcana pack, though. And see where it takes us, because sometimes you get some more money in the Arcana pack. Wild card. Converts to spades. We're trying to get rid of spades. Bonus cards. So I guess we'll take these 2 diamonds. We've got to make them bonus diamonds. It's not great. Spectral pack, what can you do for me? Negative. Add purple seal. Add polychrome to 1 random joker. Destroy all other jokers. I can't justify that. So purple seal is definitely going to be what we want. And we'll go ahead and we'll throw it on the ace. Now, are we going to be discarding the ace of diamonds a lot? I doubt it. But ideally, we're going to get all the cards to be the same suit. So we'll worry about that when we get to it. 3, 4, 5. Throw out everything but the diamonds. A bunch of clubs come through, too. Throw out the non-steel. And he should kick as well, so this will give us an idea of what our flush is currently worth. So at the best of times, we're at about 60,000. That's pretty good, but this is once every 6 hands. So that's going to be a challenge with us only having 4 hands. If we could get it to be guaranteed once a round, that'd be great. So Grabber would help push us in that direction. We would love to see Grabber right now. Hieroglyph is not... I didn't really talk about it. Hieroglyph is not an awful choice right now. Going down an ante, because that will help give us a chance to power up Fortune Teller and Supernova, right? They just get better as time goes over, and to a lesser extent, Steel Joker. Captain Gravy Boat, what's up again? Come on. Come on. You want up? Captain Gravy Boat. Oh, Jed Levi, I'm sorry. Good morning. I missed you. Yeah, it's another challenge run. My chat was over on this side. Faceless Joker might be good for some early money while the hands are easy. So, sorry I wasn't ignoring you. What I missed on the last draw? I'm sure I did. But yeah, we're doing another challenge run. Yeah, I know they can't be destroyed. Oh! You know what? Yeah. I didn't think about that. I wonder if that does work. Yeah, so... A good point. Yep, 100% missed that. That's a good point. Yeah, I would have liked that. So, be interested to see that, you know. Yeah, if I see it again, it'd certainly be worth trying. I should have at least hovered over, because sometimes you'll get a card, and it'll just say you can't use it, right? It'll just be like, yeah, no, you can't do this. It doesn't work. But a good point. So at least we got flush up, so it's a base of 21. We got our 8 plus 13 because of Supernova. So we're a little bit better than we are, but we are sort of heavily reliant on Loyalty Card. And Loyalty Card is kind of a jag. So this is actually a good opportunity to show that even the debuffed cards aren't a terrible thing, right? Because we're getting a lot, but we should be fine. You're right, ouch, but it's only 22,000. But check this out. We should still probably be okay. What's it worth even debuffed? Right? It's still worth 10,000. The debuffed really hurts if you have, like, the Diamond Joker, or if you have seals on the cards or anything like that. All of our cards up here kind of don't care what the suit is. So it's relatively safe. It does mean, though, that we want to put, like, seals and stuff on clubs and diamonds, but I'm happy to see the diamond. I'm happy to see Diamond Joker now, right? So our steel diamonds will be good in the future. We don't have to worry about that. That's where that can sometimes hurt as well, but it's not always as bad as it might seem, right? It does oftentimes seem like, oh, this is really going to be a shit show. It's not always that bad. We have all of the hearts in the deck in our hand. We'll discard all of them, and then mathematically speaking, we're all but guaranteed a flush. If my math is not entirely off. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then some. Out come the clubs. And then this should be over 22,000 now, right? It sure is. Yeah, the debuff, those really kick in when your jokers care about the suit. If your jokers don't give a shit about the suit, then it's not as big a deal. More Arcana cards. Level up Flush is not a bad idea. Death is not a bad idea. But converting to diamonds, that'll be our best friend. Even though we can only convert 2 of these cards. A diamond and a spade. Right? It's still going to help us. So most of our cards are diamonds and clubs. The ratio is not quite what I'd like it to be, because you still run into a bit of problems. Because sometimes I'll find myself, all right, we want to chase this club now. Well, there's a ton of diamonds left, so are we going to catch it? What's the count on loyalty? He is at 3 hands remaining. So he will probably kick this. I'll say he'll probably kick next round, because we'll probably catch 2 flushes. So 2 hands will probably play. He'll probably kick next round, which means the Ox. We don't. I almost never see him, but they can set our money to 0. We won't have any money. Which means we probably won't have him for the Ox, but that's probably okay. We got our 5 diamonds if we don't mind playing our steel card. I'll throw this clubs out and we'll catch another diamond, and then we'll keep our steel. There you go. So loyalty will go once. Because it's not going to be 20,000. Throw out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Twice. So now he should be active on the next blind. Should be, at least. Can't do anything with these dudes, but we definitely want to open his Arcana pack. Go on, Steel, Chariot. Star's not horrible right now, because this will convert it and put it into our storage up here, right? And then we can use it in the middle of the hand. So that'll be nice. And that's a 2 for, right? You get 1x, 1 plus mult for playing the Fool, and you get another one for actually using the star itself. We'll play through this blind. And let's see. We want to try to get rid of these spades, right? So let's, all 3 of these, make them into diamonds. So now, he can't be debuffed. So we've already passed the diamond debuff, so he's safe. Play it out with our bonus cards over our queen. Let's see what that's worth with 1 steel. 22,000. And now he's going to go off. We'll discard these cards, get him out of the way. And with loyalty card, what's it worth now? Was it about 60,000? Okay. So we need to somehow keep pushing it up. It's going to be steel. Steel is going to help us. It's a thing we can control. Playing more hands, getting more tarot. These are the things we control. High Priestess will just use it. There's no reason to hold on to it. And Celestial Pack. We'd be hunting for just the flush anyways. For the regular Celestial Pack, I might hold on to the money. Let's hold on to the money. We should be able to get past 40,000 with the Ox. We'll throw out our non-clubs, non-diamonds. That's a bear. I think we have to throw out everything that's not the diamonds. So play the math game at that point in time. Play our flush. Right? You can reset it to 0. That's fine. We don't care. Queens. Play our flush. We don't care. Flush. Off we go. So Supernova's been leveled up. $6. Arcana Pack. Empress, Maltz. Random Joker doesn't do us any good, so we'll go ahead and multiply the King. Thought about doing on the Ace, but the Ace probably wound up discarding him. Alright, levels up straight by 3. We don't care. Uncommon Joker, we don't care. The Tooth. We're going to play through all of these hands. All of them, all of them, all of them. Alright. Ideally, we would catch our steel cards, but hey, we can't control it. Supernova is going to keep on keeping on. And we've at least gotten Supernova to the point where it's worth well more than the Jokers we passed up for it, right? 15 was what we were looking at before. Fortune Teller is worth more than Swashbuckler. So we're in a better place, and Loyalty Card is ready to go. In theory, we could skip hands to get to the boss of this level, right? Even though we don't care about there being a free uncommon Joker, we can't do anything about it. We can skip past that to get to the boss, but I think we'd rather see the pack of cards that we might come across. Let's go ahead and open our friend the Arcana Pack. Wheel of Fortune would be excellent if that actually sticks. I feel like that's our best choice, but it's not going to. Still get something out of it. All right, hold on to our money. We need more tarot packs. Keep on keeping on, man. Let's see if we can't improve. We got our flush here. And then with the quad, this, I think, might be 50,000. We don't have any steel, though. Let's see if we can get steel in our hand. Well, that's a lot of diamonds. We'd rather play the straight than the straight, the flush than the straight flush. Yeah, we'd rather play the flush than the straight flush. Right? We need to keep Supernova in the business. That's Balatro being weird, of wanting to play a lesser hand intentionally. All right, I do love this game. This is a fun game. Buffoon, Celestial. I'm leaning towards neither. Buffoon definitely. It is possible to catch a negative Joker inside a Buffoon pack. I've just personally never seen it, but I do know it is possible. Celestial, we'll take it in case we get Jupiter, and we do. That's relatively huge for us. And then lose $1 per card played. Honestly, you could argue that we might as well just bought whatever at that point in time. Get some more diamonds in our hand. See if we can't get chrome. Steel. No steel. So we're going to lose $5 twice. And there's nothing we can do about it. If not more than that. It's a shot in the pills. Yes, fire away, Jed Levi. Ignore my giant glass. If you're holding off on because you have no steal, would a lower value flush be better play, leaving high value cards for the next flush? Yes. The chips that you get. So I should turn my cursor on one of these days. The chips that you get are entirely for your left-hand side of the equation, right? And I'm as bad as anyone else for that worth. We fall into the habit of caring about the right-hand term, right? So the blue 80 versus the red 10. Just focus exclusively on the 10. Like, that's the only thing that matters. The blue side matters, and the blue side it affects the right side, but the steal affects the right side after it's done, so it actually affects both. So, for example, if we just played this by itself and nothing else went through, this would naturally go to 80 times 10 is 800. Then the 1.5 goes in, so you add another 400. So half of both of them together to 1200. So the steal actually helps both sides out. So getting more chips, higher ranked cards, does actually help you, because when the steal multiplies by half again, it does both sides of the equation. So it's not just increasing the red term, it's after the math is done. So it's the loyalty card is basically quads both sides of the equation. So it's 80 times 10 and then times 4 again. Droll Joker only increases the red side of the equation, right? He's going to make this into 1600, right? He's going to make this into 3600. So yes. So it is usually better to have, to throw out the low value. So let's say we're chasing the loyalty card. We will want to hold on to all of our highest cards until that point. I sometimes wind up putting stuff like steal on queens and stuff like this, so that it has double value, right? So if I have to play it, because sometimes you have to play the steal card, well, at least it's worth 10 chips instead of 2. If you got a 7 diamonds and no steals, play the lower diamond as a flush because the chance of getting more diamonds is high. If you got a steal, yes, the steal will have more impact. Particularly since we have Steel Joker and he's also, basically powering up all of the steals. So yeah, all of that is true. Ideally, I would discard this ace. He doesn't until he does, right? The steal is, steal's in hands. Well, so think about it from this perspective. He kicks in after she goes, right? So if we did play her out, she doesn't count as steal. So her 1.5 on top of this now gets 1.6. So the 1.6, you get a 60% bump after the 50% bump, which is what, a total of 90%? No, 75%. So he makes her into 75%. The 1.6 always applies, yes. But if you hold her back, then it's worth more. I hear what you're saying, though. But yes, you always want to keep the steals in hand. I think we're saying the same thing. You always want to keep the steal in hand if you can, even at the risk of playing a lower card. I think we're saying the same thing. Have a straight. We have one last hand to play and we need 9,000. It's not exactly what you're saying. Okay. We have no discards. We have no flushes. We simply must play the straight. Yep, straight it is. Straight versus 2 pair. 2 pair is not leveled up. 1 pair is not higher than a straight. Hopefully this is 9,000. Otherwise this would be an inauspicious end to this run. Shit! Ah! Yeah. Alright, one more run. Let's try it again. Alright. Any of these challenges you'd rather see? Omelet, which is you basically get no money from having hands left over. You don't earn any reward money from playing the hands at all. You just get it from if you can generate money with jokers. And you start with 5 of egg, which you wind up selling for money. I thought I had this one sorted. In a recent build one, you had a handful of diamonds, but none of them were steals. Yeah. Well, was it to break up? Yeah, I did because I didn't want it to be a straight flush. If we did King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9, if I played 10999. Okay, I'm hearing you. T9996, right? Okay, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. So better off. I see what you're saying as far as playing the lower one and hold on to the higher ones. Yeah. But I'm trying to remember when I was playing that one was in my head. Oh, okay, got it. I might have to go back and look at it because I'm trying to remember. Was the loyalty card active when I did that though? So, I might have to go back and look at it. So yes, it's a good point. Captain Gravy Boat once down. If it wasn't, then yeah, there's no reason to play the higher one. Let's see. Okay. But here's the thing. I can't say definitively, like, because you get into the flow of doing it, that, you know, if you could have said it wasn't, I'd been like, okay, yeah, that was just a drop. Yeah, I'm not the world's most efficient player. I try to get through it too quickly. I actually watched a couple other people play, and it was too... I don't know if it's ADHD. It was too slow for me. I'm just like... dude's like agonizing over the decision, right? It's okay to think about it. Hell, a couple of times I busted out a calculator to figure out like what's actually better. But at the end of the day, man, it is a game. Let's just play it and get on with life. So yeah, we'll do one more run here, or try to do any of the challenges, Jed Levi, that you think you would Levy. Sorry, I don't know if I say it wrong. Any of these that you'd prefer to see. Typecast is very similar to what we just did. Just Jed, okay. Typecast is very similar to what we just did. We just have time to get them in place before they lock into Eternal. And then X-Ray Vision, 1 in 4 cards is drawn face down. 15-minute City, you have a ton of face card. Okay, we have a ton of face cards and stuff that really doesn't work good with face cards. Let's do X-Ray Vision. I don't think I've done that one yet. Nothing is restricted. It's a standard deck. It's just something that I think a lot of the players hate, which is having face down cards. To me, the hard counter to face down cards is just playing high card. Then it doesn't matter what it is. So we'll take our foil, our rare, we'll go right to the club, and then let's see what we can get into. We'll flop a flush. That's nice to see. It's not going to be 600, but it's going to be a start. We also have the 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. We'll play our flush. And hopefully we get a good rare foil joker. Maybe both of those will happen at the same time. Won't that be nice? Early stages usually look for jacks or better. That tends to be 2 pair jacks or better, a straight, a flush. These are all good hands. Let's draw in, but try to protect our flush. Or excuse me, let's draw in, but try to protect our straight draw. All right, so if we just so happen to catch a 5 and a 6, then we'll have a straight, and if not, we can maybe improve our hearts. The two pair is good. I'll play it, but usually what you want is jacks or better. You want 2 pair jacks or better, because then if you use all of your hands, this is only gonna be worth 40 chips total. We have no multiplier, so with 3 hands remaining and 600 chips to go, 40 doesn't really cut it. 2 pair with, yeah, maybe throw the debuffed in with it. We can, like, throw the 9 in here as well. So then if we do that, we'll have 2 hands to get 300. Or, excuse me, 2 hands to get 250. And now the face down cards come. Okay. So we need a 5 to complete a straight. Who knows what those are? Sort by rank. They're 2s or 3s. They're not 5s. Yep. So let's maybe chase that 5, because I don't think we've seen any 5s yet. There's the 5. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By itself, that might be with the ace. That might be the 240 we need. I feel it's gonna be like 180, 200. All right, we're not bad. If we throw out these 5s, that's gonna be 20. It's gonna be 40. So we're good here no matter what. This is gonna be 40. So we're past it. All right, cool, but just barely. Early stages, the math is easy. It's just when the math gets out of control that it becomes a lot more difficult. The Baron is an okay card. The Baron's an okay card. Is he good for this run? It's free, 100%. Don't get me wrong. I'm strategizing in my head. Worst case, we get some. Yeah. Well, let's also be clear. We just did get high card. We got Pluto, which is 100% what I want. Right? We want to power up high card if possible. So kings in the hand, if we're playing high card, is good. So we just got to get more of that happening. I think we need another Joker to help us. Luchador, 3 of a kind. If we're playing high card, then Luchador is the answer. Rare Joker, Spectral Pack, all hearts are debuffed. Between the two of these, I might prefer the Spectral Pack. Only because I forget the name of the card, but there's one that will add enhanced face cards to your hand. And that would help a lot. Or it would help some. He's adding 50 chips to the equation. So we should be okay. Right? So each... Familiar, yes, I think it is familiar. So each high card is going to be worth at least 130. Right? No matter what. And we have 4 hands to do it in. It's 520. So even if we play high card 4 times, we're most of the way there. But we do need to improve our lot in life. So I think we'll play through and go for Spectral Pack, and then that's kind of a gamble, but we'll take it. Free Rare Joker is not bad at all. No, it is not. I'm like to discard all of our turn. Well, he could be a king. I'm like to discard all of my turned over because we're just going to be trying to play face card or high card here anyways. And if he's a king, wonderful. If he isn't, oh well. He's a king. All right, so we know he's a king. So we should actually be good just playing high cards. Almost a straight flush. I mean, this could be a 5 of hearts for all I know, right? Hey, there you go. I'm not gonna ignore it. Let's take it, right? They give you a straight flush. You take the straight flush. We want more kings. Arcana Pack, so it's a narrow chance it'll happen. If we get Arcana Pack, and there's a king in our hand, and we get death, we can make more kings. It's not a great chance at it happening. The Fool will level up high card automatically. Bonus cards would be nice. High Priestess, we'll take the Fool. We'll level up high card. Next round. Spectral Pack, we want it. We want it. Wraith. Oh! Wraith is good. Yeah, we'll get a rare Joker for $1. Driver's License. If you have 16 enhanced cards in your deck. A long way off, but it's early days yet. But he could be good. That could be big for us. This could be big. Alright, let's see how big, though. He could be a king. So we'll throw out a mishmash of cards. Under the guise of high card here. To try to get some kings into our hand. He's not a king. So we can discard him. So that has to be a queen. So this is 2 pair. He has to be a queen. I guess it could be an ace. I shouldn't say has to be. Yeah, you're right. Or an ace. We'll play the flush because we're not going to ignore it. Two hands left, and we're only halfway there. Is not good. All right. Get rid of that so we don't get confused. And discard all of those. Maybe one of those is a king now. So let's play this 10 card high and see. Is it a king? It is. But he's debuffed because it's the king of hearts. Shit, we're dead. So this could possibly be a straight, but it's not going to be worth 700. So this run is over. It's debuffed. That's the king of hearts. So it's not the king we need. Let's throw some discards out here, so we might lose track of it. But this could be a straight. But the mult still applies. No, it's because he's debuffed. It's actually said debuffed when he popped up. All right, we have 2 discards. No. It affects everything. We have 2 discards to try and improve it. So, one more. And I don't think any of them are kings. So, even if it's a straight, it's not high enough. It's a straight, but it's not high enough. All right, let's try that again one more time. One more time. One more time. X-ray vision, man. Free Holychrome. Holographic. I always skip before playing the pillar. I don't believe in giving him any power over me. So even if this only gives me $5, I'll still take it. I never play hands before the pillar. I've yet to see a compelling reason why one should. All right. The queen's in the 6s. Yeah. But what winds up happening is you know, that's actually a fair point. I should take my own advice of the cards being debuffed isn't necessarily the end of the world, provided that Joker is going to do something that's going to generate for us. Because otherwise, you might want to play, and you know, think about it. Let's say you have to play, I don't know, you probably won't be 3 flushes, but let's say you had to play, for whatever reason, you had to play, because it's not just scored, it's the cards you play. So let's say you had to play 2 pair 4 times, right? 20 of your cards are worth nothing on the pillar, like not even anything. If you have jokers that are multiplying or manipulating, then stuff can happen, like we had with that diamond, right? The cards themselves didn't matter. We were getting chips from Blue Joker and we're getting multipliers from everyone else. We were cool. But yeah, if you have to play 2 pair, like, God forbid, 4 times, 5 times to get to the pillar, half your deck is worthless. So I hear what you're saying. But yeah, I try not to play him. Oh, we need this flush. I said I need this flush. I know some of those might be a diamond. Yeah, we could try that. Stop it. Smart. Should have thought of that. 604. Now let's get our free Joker and see what we're getting into. Free basic Joker. Sure. 14 mult for nothing. Jolly Joker? Sure. I don't mind that. Again, leaning towards high card is a good thing to play. Between the 2 of these, we'll take 4 fingers because it'll be worth more. 4 fingers will be something. Yep. 4 card straights and flushes are good. The only downside to the 4 card flush, though, is you know, you're getting points, you're getting coins for the cards that you actually play. So yeah, fewer chips. It's worth a little bit less, but that's not saying you have to play 4 card flushes. You just are allowed to. And sometimes that can dig yourself out of a hole. Next foil. I wouldn't mind a foil Joker, because we got a holographic one, so that, you know, one of them's doing malt, one of them's doing chips. That puts us in a pretty good position. If you play the 5th offsuit, does the flush still count? Yes, but it usually doesn't score. It just kind of goes up there like it's being discarded. The counter to that, though, is if you have 4-finger and splash, then it always counts. So then you also run into like these really weird scenarios where like, actually I should say in the same thing with shortcut. So if you have like shortcut, splash, and 4-finger, it gets weird. Like you'll select cards and like you'll be like, oh, this is a straight flush, and you're like, it is? Well, it's a straight because you're skipping every other number, right? And one of the cards you're in there isn't part of the sequence, but it's the suit that you need for the flush. So it becomes a straight flush, even though 4 of the cards are straight, another 4 are a flush, and only 3 of the cards are both sequential and the same suit, but it still counts. It counts as a straight flush. It gets really weird, and it gets kind of trippy to try to keep track of it. I don't tend to do that because, like, if you're just playing straight flushes, you can manipulate the deck. You can change the suits to make it so, oh, we only have hearts. Hooray. It's real hard to manipulate ranks. Strength does it. Does it add the missing chips? It does not, unless you have splash. I'll show you in a second. Well, I'm sure we'll have one here. We'll play through this hand, but here, I'll show you. All right. Suit. Suit. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a flush, and I'll throw out this 5. But watch, it won't give me anything for the 5, right? It just ignores it. It's still a flush, but again, you can get a but you can. But here's the funny thing: is you can get a straight flush that way, where 4 of the cards are the same suit, and 4 of the cards are in sequence, right? And then these two cards on the end. This one just goes 4 to the suit. This just goes 4 to the sequence. Yes, it is weird to keep track of because sometimes you'll start like, oh wait, shit, that's a straight flush. Speaking of splash, that's exactly the card you want to do what you were talking about. So now it will count. So that's actually a good pickup for us. Let's go ahead and open our Mega Arcana pack. Those are always welcome. Star the Fool. Level up flush is a good idea right now. Leveling up flush is a great idea right now. And the other thing you can do to counteract face down cards is just to make them all the same card. But instead what we'll do is we'll use our friend Glass. Glass is good as well. Especially when you have like splash. So let's say we had 4 clubs in that king, that Glass King. Throwing it out with splash means it'll still score, right? So it'll still multiply. So those are great cards to have as well. First hand is drawn face down. Let's do this. Rank, suit. These might be the same suit. What's it worth? All right, it's still worth 2,400, and that was what, only high card? Strength is an interesting choice. Raised fist. Ideally, we would have an X multiplier here, right? On one of these, we would have an X multiplier, but raised fist isn't horrible. So we have something generating straight multiplier, something generating chips. We have something that's just sort of, I don't know what you want to call it, like meta. That's like kind of bending the rules in our favor. So the last thing we usually want to do is like an X multiplier. Double tag, double vouchers. We might. We'll play the hand. We might, but I think I want to see more stuff. So now we definitely want to throw out all of our cards because this queen will still score. All right, 5,000 is good right now, but None of the scales, none of these are getting better. That's what I'm kind of worried about. Mega Spectral Pack, let's go. Let's get weird! Aura would be decent. Add Polychrome, destroy all other jokers. No. Not right now. Polychrome. I guess Polychrome. The blue seal is fun and all, don't get me wrong. But we have to know what card it is. Polychrome works even if it's turned over. So that's what I'm leaning towards. Is making this a Polychrome card. And... I guess it doesn't matter. There you go. Wasn't super weird. It could have been weirder for my tastes. The Fool, level up Flush again. It's not a bad idea, but so is Steel. So again, Steel is pretty good because it doesn't matter if we can see the card or not. Next round. Fingers crossed. Let's see what we get into here. All right. So that's a flush. Nope. Doesn't matter. It was worth enough. It was a straight. Hologram is an awesome Joker early on. And that's an X-Molt. And we can add a card right now to at least get him involved. So let's do that thing. I might have liked to had him, you know, the ante before, but we'll take him whenever. All right, anything decent. The ace. So now he's at 1 1/4. We're just going to throw out 5 cards, I think, here, and then see if we can get to 1,000 that way. Because they're all going to score. Yep. So if we do that again and again and again, we'll be fine. So we're not in any real danger right now. And it just happens to be a flush. Okay. So leveling up high card, leveling up flush. Pareidolia is a fun card. I always like it, but we're going back to the Spectral Pack. Let's see if we can add some enhanced cards, add some cards, add 3 enhanced face cards. Hologram's going to love that. Now he's up to 2, and now we're moving. Level up high card, and then level up straight flush as possible, right? With 4 fingers. Free Mega Buffoon pack. I don't know. We might swap out Jolly Joker. I'm not married to him. Alright. Stencil is going to do us no good. Stencil would be a great card, but it's not the time for him. None of these actually work. All of these are bad. We could try Seance and like hope like hell we can actually catch some straight flushes. So we'll end on Seance. We'll start by buying Jolly Joker, then sell him, and then Seance. So at least we'll have some money for our effort. All right. This Chrome, hello, we're welcome. So this might be a straight flush now. It does not count as a straight flush. We need another heart in here. Okay. Now I think it's the straight flush. Royal flush. Yep. See? So this is now a royal flush, despite it clearly not be, yeah. Despite it clearly not being, because those are a royal, that's a straight, and now it's a royal flush. So that will also make a spectral card for us. So even though I wouldn't normally play the steel card, like I said, this is where stuff gets funky and it can be hard to keep track of it. Deja Vu adds 1 red seal to a card in your hand. We would like to do that to something. Shit, Spectral Pack. Let's go. Do it again. Get me more cards in the hand. Medium Aura. Adds Polychrome to 1 selected card in the hand. So let's do this. Let's save him for a steel card. Death, copy this funky Joker, or this funky Jack. I think we definitely want to maybe... Ooh, no, more steel. So let's do this. Put on the Queen. No repeat hand types this round. Alright, so this is our flush. And this is our straight. No, we need more. Let's make this queen our red seal queen. Okay. If we throw these dudes out, if we can find a jack somewhere. There should be a bunch of jacks. Wait, will that 10 complete it? 'Cause that's no, it won't. It's just a flush. Would you still go better on the lower value cards? You're more likely to play it. Steel should stay in a hand for bigger bonus. Yes. Yeah. I try to do both. Because what you do wind up happening is you're more, at least for me, I'm more likely to get more face cards than I am to get lower cards. So you wind up duplicating face cards. You wind up, so having the steel on like a queen, you're right, you're more likely to want to hold on to it, but I'm more likely to have 5 queens and 5 queens, 6 queens than I am to say have 5 twos. Right? So that's at least, you know, the thinking behind it. If you want to call it thinking, it is kind of just like all by sense of smell. I was really hoping to get our straight flush. It's not over though, so we'll hold on to her. We'll hold on to one of these aces, and we'll just throw everything else out. Yes, duplicating a face card is better than duplicating a low value card, right? And you're more like, and that's another thing. So let's say I want to duplicate a steel queen, right? That's great because then we get our king or an ace. You get more of them. So it's a weird line you walk. There is no right or wrong. So this will be our high card play. And if we can get a jack, then we'll have a straight flush and we'll be done here. So come on, jack somewhere. And that's why I put the seal on it, so she registers twice. All right. So this one might be a jack. It won't tell you. It'll say question marks. So it's going to give me question marks. But if it, yeah. But if this is a jack of spades, this is a royal flush. Or if it's just a jack, it's a royal flush. If it's a 10, it's a pair. And we're messing up our queen here. We have no discards left, so we got to do it. Here we go! Yay! The math. We did the math. Destroy 1 random card, add 4, and yes, in your hand. Great. Great. So hologram is going to get bumped up to 3 now. We'll do that. It won't let us use it now, but we'll do that in a second here. Definitely Arcana packs. We'd like steel. I guess we don't favor any particular number here, so we'll just do one of those guys. And then same gig, I think. We're not overly worried about anyone, so higher cards will make them bonuses. Next round. Rerolls the boss blind. All face cards are drawn face down. Oh, well, what else is new? All this shit's getting drawn face down. So we'll just go ahead and we'll play through it. We're not afraid of that boss. Alright. Destroy one random card in your hand. I'm not worried about... I don't want to lose this one, per se, but I want to multiply him, so... I kind of am afraid of losing this card, but... Lost the king, but we got a bunch of other stuff. Alright. So... Straight flush. No, it's a straight flush because 9, 7, 8. These are 4 hearts. Yep. So that's why I said it gets. You get a little analytical about like. Yeah, it gets super weird. It's funny that I just referenced it, like saying like how tricky it is to play that, to have it turn around. Wraith creates a rare Joker, sets money to 0. I don't know who would get rid of, so we're probably just gonna wind up selling that. The closest thing we might get rid of is like the regular Joker, right? But he's at least a plus 10, you know. Just because it's rare doesn't make it like, you know, great. So I suspect we will just sell him. Be happy we saw him, but we're not gonna use him. Level up our flush, man, 100%. And if we see straight flush, level that shit up too. High card, because we still might play high card. We're not out of the high card game. All right. So this could be anything. So we can't trust that. We can force stuff to be clubs, like if push comes to shove. This is almost connected. So we're gonna hold on to this right side, right? So you have 2, 3, 4. Right, we get a 5 or an ace, and that's a straight. Sort it again. So this is probably a heart, but this could be. Has to be a diamond high. Does it? No, it could be. It could be another. Do we have more than 2 clubs? That's a good point. So this does have to be a high diamond. Okay. So if we get an ace or a 5 of any suit, then this is a straight flush. So we're gonna throw these away. This far left one could be a could be an ace, but there's literally no way to know. So that king. We know this is a flush. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw this in there as well on the off chance it's an ace. Well, no, even the ace isn't going to do it for us. We'll just play it. Yeah, it needed to be a 5 or a 6. But that's fine. We still cleared it. I was just trying to generate another seance card. So okay, would the 6 of hearts have worked? It might have worked. 3 diamond, 6, 7. It'd have to be connected though, so it'd still need to be like, so 3, 4, 6, 7. It'd have to be like 3, 4, 5, 6. or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but 3, 4, 6, 7 wouldn't work. There is another joker that makes that work, shortcut, but I might have missed it, but I don't think we actually had it there. More spectral. I think we'll open a regular Arcana. No, spectral. Let's get weird. Hex. Nope. Creates 2 copies of a card in your hand. 100%, dude. Let's, because that's going to help out hologram. So let's copy the foil jack. Now we're talking. We'll keep holding on to our moon just in case. All right. So sorting by rank. Who knows what the hell those are? That could be anything. These 3 are spades. That's a diamond. But there's not a whole lot else we know. We're part of the way to a straight, but not like a straight flush or anything like that. 2 or 3 of diamonds. So here's the funny thing is we can make this. We can find out what this is by turning it into a club. Sort by rank again. So it's a 2 or 3, yeah. We can find out what it is by just making him a club, right? That's always an option. It'll flip over for a second, and if you're quick, you can catch it, and you'll be able to see whether it's a 2 or not. And so, is he face down because he's a face card, or is he face down because our cards just randomly face down, right? That's the question. Let's do the following. Is probably a face spade versus a 10, right? Because do we have more than one? Yeah, I mean, we got so many jacks of spades. Let's like, statistically speaking, this is probably a jack of spade, right? Like, that's most likely what he is. If this is a 2, ace 2, 3, 4, this could be our straight flush if we make these clubs. So let's try that. It's a 3. All right, so this is a flush, but not a straight flush. So let's offload these guys and see if we can't catch a 2. None of those are demonstrably 2s. We have completely a flush here, though. And we'll hold on to the steel. And then just hold on to this ace as well. And see if we can't get a 2. Shit. We have 4 2s remaining, so... Alright. Hold on to you. Hold on to you. Come on, game. Give me a 2. Well, we're going to throw out high card, I think, here. Yeah, that's probably... We're just going to play these cards out as high card, and hopefully we'll catch a 2 somewhere. All right, it's not like it's worth nothing. We're just trying to play a game here. I'm going to play all 3 of these out. They're just not going to give us a 2, huh? Would like to get the Seance card, but can't be too angry about clearing it, right? Paintbrush is a solid play right now, because we want to get more cards in our hand. This negative joker is amazing. We're 100% going to take that one. No matter what it is, it'll be great. $18 we're not that worried about. So Do we have to lose a joker to pick it up first? No, it will let you just throw it in there. It'll be nice and kind. Even if it's just like a random garbage joker, absolutely take it for where we are right now. But we'll open the Arcana pack anyways. Chariot, steel card, so we'll go ahead and make a low one. Because the nice thing about the steel is it'll kick even if it's covered, right? That's part of the reason why we're liking those so much. So all we gotta do is come up with 30,000. If we can catch our straight flush, right, then we're gonna have no problem doing that. So a lot of jacks. Missing a queen. If we get a queen of spades here, this is a straight flush. So we'll have 4 spades and 4 to a straight. So we'll play out all these other cards. We'll discard them. All right, queen now. Okay. Closer, but we can't make this a straight flush. I'm thinking about not being overly obsessed with the straight flushes and just trying to play some cards here. This could be anything. All right. Let's just play our flush out. And then see if we can't get connectors down here. Alright. Now let's see if we're in a better situation. 6, 7, 8. And whatever these guys are. These are probably 6s or 7s. So this is probably 2 pairs or trips. Don't ask me how that happened. It doesn't matter. We'll clear it. Let's see what our negative joker is. And our negative joker is Fortune Teller, aka one of the best jokers. And we'll buy the world to help Fortune Teller out, no problem. Arcana pack to help out Fortune Teller, no problem. The Fool, Chariot, Temperance, $18. I'm like to ask for $18 and we'll buy the world. The world though, right? Get all JoJo's. $18 means we can buy paintbrush. That's how I'm viewing that. That's just what that move is. Right? Now we got paintbrush. And we go. So is that 3? We need to move you to the left. Always have your plus malts to the left of your X malts. I don't always catch that. I'm sometimes bad with that. Play only one type of hand this round. What we should really try to do in that case is to force our straight flush then. Because that way we'll be guaranteed to clear it. So we'll throw out anything we don't recognize. King, Jack, 10. 10, Jack. Nah, we need an 8 or a queen here. Ace. Doesn't actually help. Because we can make them all the same suit. Or close enough with the world, though. So let's do this. Right. Well, the royal flush is still a straight flush. I think, here's the thing, if we play one of them, I think right now it's going to be more than 40,000. A straight flush for us is going to be huge. I think it's going to be like 80,000. I think. But you know what? Let's do this. Let's not get too greedy. Let's just play out a pair. Pair. Because how much is this going to be worth? 14. 23. Maybe. I think I do. Times 3.5. I think, yeah, I think that's probably the best idea. Hell, I might just throw out all of those. Like that. If I do something, so if we catch a queen, I can't make that with 3 spades. That won't work. But maybe do like something like this. If you play a pair, that's all you can play. Yeah. You're right. So it doesn't matter if we get the flush. As long as this isn't 2 pair. That's right, yeah. The only thing is if this is also 3, then we have to play 2 pair. So that's the thing. So let's throw out stuff we know doesn't match. Like that. So those will all score. Is that worth enough? Ooh, shit. Oh, it's a flush. There you go. Play that like that. So he's going to multiply it as well. All right, we're going to use the world right now just to get it into the fortune teller. Like, we got it. So even if we use it on just these cards. All right. Get our pair, our lucky pair. High card, that. All right, we're screwed. All right. It was a good run. Hand will not score. Why? Sure. Why not the king? But yeah, I think this runs over. I don't think we're gonna get 13,000 out of that. More chips, 100%. I might be being pessimistic, but I think that's that. Oh, I was wrong. 15,000. Okay, let's get serious now. We started to move ourselves towards spades, so we have a little bit more spades. So let's go ahead and make you guys spades. We got a bunch of those jacks of spades, man. And celestial pack. If we see straight flush, maybe we'll jump on it. We don't have straight flush. God, of these, high card, I guess. High card gets played. Next round. All diamond cards are debuffed, +3 hand size. Let's just go. That's all there is to it. All right, so these are all spades, so that's 4 spades. That's a flush. These are all diamonds, so that's a flush. How is that not? It doesn't matter. These have to be... Those are not diamonds. So that's a 7 and an 8. Has to be clubs. Clubs and spades. So we have more spades left than anything else. We have the fewest amount of diamonds, so we'll throw out the diamonds. We'll undo our heart. Yeah, we don't need a lot. And then that should be... Oh, this definitely is. There you go. That'll be a flush. A traditional flush, too. All 5 cards. All right. We're getting close. Let's get weird. Because hologram likes it when we add cards to our deck. Adds a negative joker -1 hand size. That will undo what we did with paintbrush. But we can get an additional joker in. What do you think, Jed? Yep, let's do it. If nothing else, it's weird. I like it when stuff gets all kind of weird. So how are we on spades? We're really strong on spades. I think we already went past our spade debuff. So, welcome Greedy Joker. Just put him to the left of hologram. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay, so I am probably going to just discard these. We don't have enough information to play. Okay. Yeah, it's just random. It's like 1 in every 4 cards is drawn face down, and we just got a bad beat that time. Let's try to improve our... I know we see a lot of these, but let's try to improve our spade alignment for spade reasons. We'll play our regular flush, right? No shame in it. I don't think we need a king. We need an ace and a queen. These are neither. We'll hold on to that 3. All right, play that out. Okay. Good. Again, I'd like to see Seance to see more cards, but, you know, worst case scenario, if we come up against it at the very end, we can always sell Seance and put something that's just going to help us, just something that's going to boost, you know, whatever we can get. Adding cards to the deck for hologram is a great idea. We'll take the steel card. Adding cards to the deck is a great idea. This foil holographic... Foil with a red seal. But it's glass. Spade. So he's also a spade. So spade is the winner. Although it is close. All diamonds are debuffed. Let's see what that means for us. King, queen. That could be a spade. That could not be a spade. That's definitely a spade now. All right, what are these worth now? 50,000. Okay. That could be a heart. We don't have that many hearts left, though. So odds are that's probably a club. Discard it. Yeah. But this way we got our flush now, a steel card. We'll throw this queen in there as well, so she'll score. Yeah. The other thing we could do is we could hunt for a jack. If a jack comes in here, we could throw that in and get a straight flush. We know we got a bunch of jacks. We actually probably, yeah, I think I go for the jack. We don't even need the steel card because the flush is worth like 50,000. Hopefully I don't regret that. That might be a jack. So it's at least a flush. If it's another queen, it's another queen. If it's jack, then great for us. Hey! Good stuff. Good shit is actually happening. We will hold on to that until a future hand. But $10, I think we're probably better off maybe opening the pack of cards. 11. We're probably better off feeding hologram. We'll feed the hologram. Wild ace might be the most useful. And I guess that ace would be the most useful. So he's up to 4.5. All right, 1 random joker disabled for every hand. Slightly scary, but hardly the end of the world. Let's keep playing, though. Thanks. That could be anything. Those are probably spades. 9 or 10, yeah. Let's try to draw heavily on spades. So let's do this. Let's simply throw out our diamonds and our hearts because we know we can't do much of anything. So diamond and hearts will go. So we're left with our clubs and spades. 3 clubs, 2 spades. Let's see. All right, so now we have 4 spades. Who knows what the hell they are? But we're also flirting with a straight flush. To get that, we would need a 3 of spades, though. You're thinking 9s? Well, here's the thing. We're talking 50,000, right? Okay. Oh, you're thinking it's a 9 of spades. Let's do this. Let's just play our flush. And then see if we can't improve here. Let's see. All right. Oh, 9 of spades. Got it. Well, we got past it anyways. Temperance is good for us right now because that's just free money. Spend $3 to get 23 bucks. Sure. All right. We should also start looking at these buffoon packs, right? To consider replacing Seance. Seance was good. Seance did a lot of fun for us, but I think we're, 1 free roll. Add a random card with a random seal to your hand. That would be good for hologram. That would be real good for hologram. Seance, thank you for your efforts. In you go, Certificate of Authenticity. It's also a new unlock, so there's a myriad of reasons we want to do that. Lucky card. I would have liked to got that a lot earlier. Those two things, those play together famously. Additional discard, sure. We might need that on the boss. There's no reason not to buy it. What's that joker? The other one? Oh, the other one was, I forget what it was. Oh, for flush? Yeah, the draw joker plus 10 for flush. But I think I'd rather have the certificate because now he's at 5. He's at a 5 multiplier. All right, a lot of these are turned over. So these are all spades. So let's just play the spades. Because we're not looking for straight flushes right now for our magic anymore. 50,000. All right. Comes the question if this is a heart or a spade. Let's do this. I'm just going to go in hard for spades. There's another one of those, and we're in La La Land here. Or the straight. We'll do the straight as well. Because the straight's going to hit hard. Because of the 5x. There we go. Fibonacci is always a great card. It's a little late for it. Diamond, we're not worried about. Absolutely open this pack to get more cards into our hand. Whatever we get makes hologram better. Spectral pack, we might be able to add more cards to our hand. Destroy 1 card, add 3. Yep, we'll add 3 more face cards to our hand. There we go. So now he's at 6, which is big. All right, here we go. One random joker disabled every turn. We're going to use medium. We're going to use medium here. So that's a playing card. Enhance him. And then throw these dudes out. High Priestess, sure. Use her. Help him. Use. And now we will do 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the Glass King, plus a Steel card in our hand, plus a 6 1/4 multiplier. Is that worth 100,000? Omedetou gozaimasu, Shinji. You piloted the Aba. Jed, we did it. Cool. Yep, good game. That one was not bad at all. We, hell, we got a lot done there. I don't think this one's going to be good for the long haul. I don't mind telling you. We'll try to play it out because there's no reason to walk away. But odds are we're kind of topped out. Hologram is getting out of control, though, man. He is running buck wild. We'll take the nothing voucher in case antimatter comes up next round. Let's go. 110,000. This has to be a queen. These 4 are flush, so we're going to play our flush out. Oh. How is that not a flush? Okay. Oh. Oh, right. A good point that I didn't think of. So, wild card, this is a flush with 2 steals, and this queen should register twice when she triggers. So, let's see here. Yep. All right, we're not in a bad spot. We have so many discards, I'm just gonna make it abundantly clear something is safe before we do it. So we can play these 4 if we need. We only need 1,300, and we'd like to score this anyways. So it's going to be worth a ton with this mult. It's going to be worth a ton. So we're not even worried about holding on to her. All right, there you go, 110,000. So we don't have to agonize over it quite yet. We will be reaching agony very soon. Death is a big card for us right now, so it's just grabbing whatever enhanced cards that they got for us. Glass? We'll take the glass. Celestial Pack, let's level up flushes and high card if we can. A pair is the closest thing we have to high card. Next round, 165,000. Let's see here. These are all clubs. We know that to be true. Play these 4 out. And also throw the 2 out while we're at it. Get some money. Alright. Let's... Wrong? What was wrong? What did I do wrong? What did I miss? Oh! Yeah. We'll get more of these dudes, because these are fun to have. And then this should be well over, with these being spades, this should be well over anything we need. Yeah, I often play suboptimal Balatro. I should almost coin the phrase. I do. Yeah, I get in my own way all the time. I'm good at that. This queen, we want more of her. Spade, steel, and the red sticker. Man, let's go. I don't want any stone cards at the moment. Flushes are worth too much for us. 7.5. All right, all spade cards are debuffed. That kind of sucks. I thought we already hit our spade debuff, but I guess we didn't. We'll still play out our spade flush, though. We'll still play it out. Just get the cards out. Watch, it'll still be worth a good bit. 40,000, right? We got 4 hands to make this happen in. This could be a jack, which would make this a straight. I think this is a jack. We have so many jacks. We also have a bunch of queens now, though, Blaine. Hell with it. Let's play it. Yeah! All right. And then this is another flush for us. We'll throw this card out just because we can't... Oh, we'll throw the glass out. That should be our another flush. With the glass, is that 100,000? 84,000. So we need 40,000 on our last one. We have 4 discards left, so we're not in a bad place. All right, this is an ace or a king. We can put this in here for our diamond flush, and that should be 40,000. But we'll see if we can't get even better. I don't think we can. Oh, steel. That helps a lot. Okay, cool. So now we are all of this plus the steel. This should be no problem whatsoever. Yeah, 70,000. We're getting there. And certificate of authenticity keeps... Oh, yes. Level up our flush. He keeps feeding into our boy hologram. The longer it goes, the stronger he gets. He's at 8.25. Ooh, and a negative joker if we want it. Then we have to take 1.1 million, though. That's the only downside to that. Let's play. All right. That's probably a spade. Let's hold on to our steel. That's definitely a spade now. $200,000. Okay. I don't think we have enough to make a decision based on that, so let's just get rid of the stuff we don't know what it is. All right, now where are we? So this is a flush, but we'll be using 2 of our steel cards to do it. I don't like the idea of that. So I guess by that logic, this is tricky. Then I have to ignore the hearts and just draw for a couple spades, which we did get. Okay. We'll throw this queen out here as well. And then we have 3 steals with our flush. That's about as good as it's going to get. Rank and suit, the buttons aren't working. It's already both in the order of rank and suit. I've never had that happen before. Interesting. Yep. Queen of hearts or spades, it has to be. I have a bunch of Queen of Spades. I think we've already seen the Queen of Hearts. So that has to be spade. Oh, you're right. I guess there's no reason to assume it has to be. It can't be a king as well. King of Spades. I have extra kings of spades. So then this is either a club or a heart. What I'm apt to do is just to play these 5 cards. Or if I try to play the non-steal, it'll just be high card. If I throw in one of the hearts with this 3, well, as I say, if I throw in one of the hearts, there's a small chance that these both are hearts and this is 4 hearts, right? So I give up 1 steal. This is definitely high card. This can only be high card, but that might be a flush. So if we do that, it's not a heart, but was it worth 40,000? It is. Ooh. I don't know that we're beating 1 point whatever million. I don't know that we are. 1.1? 1.1, yeah. So let's open. Okay, let's do our best. Let's open up our pack here. Death card is an okay card right now. So is the World. We'd love to get more spades in our life because spades are powerful for us. So go ahead and make you guys spades. Level up whatever we can. Straight flush, sure. We'll level up straight flush. Level up high card, sure. Use our rerolls, no reason not to. Trading card. He'll be an additional 10. So if we're going up against our last hand, maybe certificate goes. He's a 10 mult. What else can we get? 1 additional discard. 80 chips if it contains a flush. High Priestess. And with this, that's probably all we're gonna do. Let's get this blind joker, right? Let's take him. So if we get it, we get it. We don't, we don't. All right, let's see if we can't get a little bit more steel in our hand. We want to discard this anyways. The moon can be useful right now as well. I'm not worried about money. Save it for after the flush plate. Yes. The moon, yeah, we're going to save him. So we're also really close here. If we get a 4. We can have a straight flush. We won't get too greedy. We'll just play our flush. $200,000. Okay. So we have another one of those if we need it, and an additional steel card. Let's make these the flush. All right. And we have to play a 5th card, so that too has to go with it. But it's still a flush. Let's use some of these discards. Get rid of those guys. Why do I want to play the steals in a flush? I didn't necessarily want to, but I didn't want to have to play her. We have to play 5 cards. So we were going to break up the spade flush anyways, because Even if we just said, hey, we'll try to play high card, I got to throw 5 cards out. So, yeah. Trying to protect... Yes. Try and protect her. Play the spade. If we get a deuce, though... then we could do 4 spades. Yeah. We have more of clubs or diamonds. We have more clubs than diamonds, so we won't hold on to the diamond. We basically need a straight flush here is what we have to get. So this queen and this king are redundant, right, for what we're getting into. Maybe I'll hold on to the queen, so at least we still have our flush. I don't want to play this queen out. Yeah, as long as we draw another spade. Alright, so that's... We still need the ace for the 10. Shit. Alright, well, we're just going to play our flush that we got. It's not going to be 700,000. So, we'll throw out this random card as well. It's not 700,000. But... straight flush. It was still a straight flush, but... didn't matter. We did the best we could. 888. Yeah, I mean, I feel fine with that run. I feel like that it went as well as can be expected. Yeah, we cleared the challenge. I went to the wrong place initially. So X-ray vision is cleared. We now have inflation. Permanently raised prices by $1 on every purchase. And you start with the credit card, and you're restricted from the discounts, and it's a regular ass deck. But that'll be it. We'll wrap up now. Jed, thank you as always. Appreciate you stopping by the chat. Anyone else who's watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. I appreciate that. And if you weren't watching, I'd also like to thank you for not watching, because I really appreciate that as well. Hope everyone has a good day. Peace out and deuces.